Alright, here we go. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're getting down to the very end of this season here, and we're taking a look at the National League West. Now, this is a crazy division right now, and as you saw, these two teams have very, very similar records right now. 66 wins for the Tides and 68 wins for the Sharks. The Sharks are trying to win this division for the first time in their team's history and make the playoffs for the first time in this team's history here this season. But they got to be able to beat the Honolulu Tides here, as they have Louise Castillo going for them today, who has had an incredible year. And, I mean, he's facing Griffin Canning, who's also had an incredible year. 2.49 ERA for Castillo and a 2.64 ERA for Griffin Canning. This is his second year in a row where he has just been absolutely insane. He had a 2.70 ERA last year. And this year, no different, man. These two pitchers, really good. These are two of the top pitchers in the league. The best pitchers of these teams here. And so, we're going to get this ball game started. This is a huge game here between these teams. This is a huge series here between these teams. And 68 wins right now for San Diego. Only 5 games above 500, but they are first in the National League West. So that kind of tells you about the National League West. It's not very crazy good. None of the teams in the National League West are necessarily powerhouse teams, but San Diego here trying to get a divisional title, which would be really cool. It would be another new team to add to the playoffs that's never been there before. So that's going to be a fly ball out to get the first out of the game. And for Honolulu, their pitching has been great. You already saw how good Griffin Canning was. Clayton Kershaw has been excellent as well this season. It's just their offense has been really struggling for the most part this year. Eddie Rosario does have 27 homers and nearly 70 RBIs, but the offense overall as a whole struggling right now. And that's a strikeout right there of Rosario, and now you get Fernando Tatis Jr. And oh my goodness, is this guy so good. He probably will win the batting title in the National League this year. I mean, he's just so ridiculous. Gleyber Torres is up there too, but man, Fernando Tatis, 347 average and 47 home runs and over 120 ribbies. I mean, what more can you say? Tatis, probably the best shortstop in the game and maybe the best player in the game right now. He is just so absolutely incredible. This is really his first true breakout season here this year. My goodness, has he been playing well. So they get Giovanni Oliveros, who had over 40 home runs last year. Compared to last year, Oliveros is kind of struggling at the plate this season. Only has just above 20 homers this year. Only a 347 average. He's not a big average guy anyway, but he is kind of struggling at the plate right now, and he does give that ball a good cut and miss here, and so now it's an 1-2 count to Oliveros now, and hey, that's a strikeout on a high pitch right there. Not sure what sound I just made as that strike came in there. I guess I was mimicking the umpire and what the umpire would say there in that situation, because that was a strike, and that was strike 3 for the out. So now we go to the bottom of the first here, 2-2, and now Griffin Canning pitching, and he gets a strikeout there off Julian Webster for the first out. Now, I really like San Diego. I think their offense is good, not necessarily great. Their pitching is also good, but not necessarily great, and their bullpen is pretty good. They are a pretty well-rounded team, I gotta say, in my opinion. Now, there's Byron Buxton, who's having a career year with 296 average, 22 home runs, and 68 RBIs. Already has a career high in dingers this season. And yeah, he's been incredible. He's probably have the best season of his career right now this year. But that is a strikeout there for out number 2 here. And now you got a fly ball, into center field for the out to take care of the bottom of the first for the Sharks. So Honolulu and San Diego, the two great pitchers here, are tied at nothing after an inning. What else would you expect? So we go to the top of the second and look at Austin Riley. 35 homers this year for Austin Riley. He has just been really, really great at the plate, especially with the power. Just showing off that power stroke more than he really ever has in his career. So it's been a good season for him. And now you got Marcus Semien here with the man on first, who swings and misses at a ball into the dirt. And he got Marcus Semien with that pitch. No chance he was going to hit that ball. And that is out number 1. The third strikeout already for Patino. But now he gives up another walk here to Aaron Judge. So you got a couple of walks in the inning, and you got 2 base runners here. Luis Patino's got to focus up and make sure that none of these runs are able to come home. So now that's a ball. Another walk here to the next batter, and now you have the bases loaded as just walks galore right now by Luis Patino, and it's the bases loaded here, all on walks. So now a ground ball. That might be a double play. Actually, there was 2 outs in the inning, so that's a ground ball to second. For the shortstop, they lose to second base to record the out and get the inning ending there. The inning end, and now we go to the bottom of the second. Full count. Pitch, strike 3. Hunter Dozier looking at that ball for the 3rd strikeout of the game. So far for Griffin Canning, who gets the out there and gets Brian Dozier on a beautiful pitch for another out. So now 2 down in the inning, full count pitch here, as that is ball 4 again. And another walk, man. Griffin Canning really doing a lot here in this inning. 24 pitches here in this inning alone in the bottom of the 2nd. So you gotta wonder here, how is this going to impact the rest of his game today? And now you have Jake Cave, 321 average. They got him in a trade at the trade deadline. I believe. What team was he on before? Not 100% sure what team he was on before, but he's gone to San Diego, and he's an incredible average hitter. He's so good at getting on base. The ballers. That is where he used to be playing at. And he has been very, very good here since coming over to San Diego. And they needed that boost on offense. But JK doesn't do anything of that at bat, so now we go into the 3rd, and that's a glimpse at the National League standings in the West there. And Colorado is actually 1.5 games back. Honolulu is 2 games back. So the Rattlers right now at 16 wins as well, but they have 66 losses. So this is a tight division here for sure. And if you're Honolulu and you can win a couple of these games here, well, you can really try and just get right back in the race and, take the lead in the division, tie the division, just really mix things up here in the divisional race right now. As that's a strikeout of Giovanni Oliveros to end the top of the 3rd, and I'm really surprised. Colorado has 68 wins. I'm proud of how far they've come and how much progress they're showing, because they have been a terrible team for a while now. So to see them have some success right now in this game is really encouraging, because they have a very young squad. And of course, I'm partial to them because I'm a Colorado sports fan, so it would be kind of the team that I would choose to cheer for if this was actually a real franchise, a real thing. But now, Griffin Canning again struggling here right now because, man, he's just throwing so many pitches. He's got 54 pitches right now already in this game. And now you have a 3-2 pitch here to Hunter Dozier, who is 0 for 1, and that's ball 4. So these hitters are just really, these hitters are being patient. They're not swinging at balls outside the strike zone right now. And now another bases loaded opportunity here for Carter Cabo in the bottom of the 3rd. And 55 pitches, that's a lot. 56 now, and that's a swing and a drive to the outfield. It is off the wall for extra bases. 1 run scores, another run comes in, and then there comes all the way from first base that last runner to score another run, and it's a 3-run double. Bases clearing for Carter K-Bone, and it's 3-0 San Diego. What a huge hit. So now 1-2, and now a 3-0 game, and that's Tim Brady who fires one out Deep into the outfield there. Judge backing up on it, and he makes the catch and hits the wall. Oh my, what a play by Aaron Judge. My goodness, look at this. He's caught it. He bounces right off the wall. Wow, I mean, he is a great defensive player for sure. The offense has certainly slipped the last couple of years for him, but nobody really can underestimate his defensive ability. He is great at that for certainty. And that's a strikeout there of Austin Riley. 5th strikeout for Louise Castillo as Riley just cannot get to it. A beautiful pitch there. For the strikeout, and now 2-2 here, 2 away in the top of the 4th, and we have another strikeout of Griffin Canning. The last 6 in this game for Louise Castillo, and San Diego taking control right now, up 3-0 as we go into the bottom of the 4th here. 2 out of the inning now. Jake Cave is up, and he looks at strike 3 called on the inside part of the plate for the 5th strikeout of Griffin Canning tonight so far. And yeah, he knew that was a strike as soon as it was pitched. Understandable. Why didn't he swing at that? Probably questioning himself on that one. So now we go to the top of the 5th inning here, and that is a fly ball that's very deep, but in the center field and taken care of there for the out to get 1 down here in the 5th inning. And now you take a look at some ERA leaders, and yeah, Louise Castillo right up there with the best of them. Brandon Woodruff, a 2.29 ERA right now. But Griffin Canning and Clayton Kershaw both on that list there. Kershaw with a 2.75, but man, has Louise Castillo been so good this year. And that's another strikeout for him, 7 on the night so far today. And I mean, he is just such a dangerous pitcher, man. And he just has such good stuff. Really, really incredible turnaround season for Castillo, as that is a little tapper that is taken care of for the final out here in the middle of the top of the 5th.
Your attention, please.
So now we go to the bottom of the 5th inning here, and we have Trevor Richards coming in the game for Honolulu. Now, not very good out of the bullpen this year for the Tides, but because of the ridiculous pitch count for Griffin Canning tonight, he only goes 4 innings today, giving up those 3 runs, and that's a strikeout for Richards right there. Hunter Dozier did not think that one was a strike, but he was wrong, as that ball is smacked into center field very hard, going back on it at the wall, and it's gone over his head and over the wall for a home run. It's Carter Caboon smacking his 15th homer of the year. And the lead just keeps on going. It's now 4-0. Nice swing there. That's not a bad pitch by Trevor Richards. That's just a better hit by Carter Caboon, who sent it out 415 feet. And the center fielder just kept going back on it and back on it. Eventually, until he ran out of room. So now we go to the top of the 6th here, and that is a grounder to second base that's taken in and on to first for the out. So there he is, 3 away. And now Louise Castillo will head back in 6 innings of only 2-hit baseball under his belt right now for Louise Castillo. He has been incredible.
Your attention, please. Now pitching.
But he is taken out of the game here as Rob Santos comes in. Rob Santos, a rookie. And you know what? That's an alright rookie season for him. It's not great, but it's really not too terrible. Don't really know, it's hard to expect really super things out of rookies sometimes, but he's having a decent year, I would say. So now a full count pitch here. You don't want to go to the top of the order and walk the number 9 hitter who's a pinch hitter right here, and he doesn't. See, it's a strikeout to end the 7th. Great job by Rob Santos. And that is the end of the top of the 7th. San Diego just dominating this one today.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So now we have Nick Lodolo coming in the game. Now this is a good Tides bullpen, but I guess they decided to use their 2 worst bullpen pitchers in this game. But the rest of that bullpen is really, really good. So let's see here, Nick Lodolo facing Hunter Dozier here as The 1-1 to him is a liner that is off the wall. I thought it was gone for just a second, but it was off the wall for a extra base hit there, a double. As Hunter Dozier, actually, wait, that was not even close to being a home run. I just totally lost the ball. That was not even close. I don't know what I'm talking about. And so now we have Corey Keeman will be with a man on second, and that ball gets away. Going to third is Dozier, and he's going to get there safe. And so now 90 feet away is Hunter Dozier on the wild pitch. So now it's 2-1. Is that ball in the dirt and getting away from the catcher? And Alado, a 3-2 to Kamu, and a fly ball. That should score the runner as racing back and making the catch. And in to score is Hunter Dozier. And it's now 5-0 San Diego. They just keep adding on to this lead here tonight. And now they're up by 5. And here we go. We're in the bottom of the 7th. The inning still continues. That's a nice strikeout of Will Smith to end the inning here and the 7th. But we're done with 7. And not a good look right now for Honolulu, who's down 5-0. They gotta start a rally and they gotta start one quick here if they want to have a chance in this one. So we're gonna have a double switch here as we begin the 8th inning. As here comes the manager out to discuss with the umpire about what he's gonna do here, and he's gonna bring in Sammy Perez with a 2.97 ERA and 13 holds in 72 bowl games, basically 70 innings pitched in the season. And man, is Sammy Perez a great and just excellent relief pitcher here. At the top of the 8th, oh, what a catch! A diving grab by Byron Buxton in center. That's one of the other things that Buxton is so good at, and not only is he great at getting on base, having a wonderful offensive season, he is maybe the best defensive center fielder out there, and man, he made a web gem right there on that pitch. And then that's a strikeout. Oh man, that was Tatis swinging at that junk in the dirt, bouncing in there, and that is going to be the end of the 8th inning here. Or no, not the end, but we go to the middle of the 8th inning now. And great job there by the defense, by the pitching there. Great job all around in that 8th inning. So now you bring in Ronnie Gallarago, who started this year as this team's closer, but hasn't played very well, and so he was moved out of the closer role at the middle of the point, really after the first couple of months of the year. And so now he has a chance here at the top of the 9th inning in a 5-0 game, but let's see what he can do here. It's not a great season for him, but that is a ground out. Yes, it is. As the umpire calls him out there, that was a close play, but that is the out there, and one down here in the 9th. So now we have Aaron Judge here in the 9th. Man on first, ground ball. Oh, it's stopped by Gallarago, who throws into first base to end the inning, or end the game, in fact. And actually, as San Diego wins it here, Louise Castillo, another pitching win, 7 or 6 shutout innings in this bowl game today with 7 or 8 strikeouts. He was incredible, and the offense did its job as well. And that's a huge win. Now the Sharks 3 games up on the Honolulu Tides now after that victory. And every win is so important here as we get into the month of October, but especially against teams in your own division. One win basically counts as 2, so you need to be able to win these games against your teams that are in your same division here if you want to have a chance at making the playoffs, and San Diego came in and did just that today. So we move on here. This is another series between Colorado and Honolulu here. As remember, this is a great Colorado. This is a Colorado team that right in the mix for this division right now, right in the mix to try and make a playoffs appearance for the first time in their history. And now you get Armando Cabrera. Look at the numbers for Armando Cabrera, probably the reliever of the year this year. 1.33 ERA, 37 saves and 42 chances. My goodness, has he been ridiculous this season. What a great pitcher, but then he gives up a base hit here into left field that scores a run, and then the throw is wild, and in comes another run. Oh, what a big mistake. trying to get it back into the infield, and it goes way, way past the catcher and everybody, and 2 runs scored instead of just 1. And you just gotta throw it there. You gotta have a better throw there, man. So that was a 4-2 game for Honolulu here. They have the lead. 1-2 pitch here with 1 away, and they're gonna add another run, it looks like, as that's a fly ball into deep left field. Tagging is the runner, and he is gonna come across to score. And now it's 5-2. Honolulu is on top. So I talk about him on the Cabrera, and then he comes in and gives up 3 runs there in that, gives up 3 runs. I don't think any of those runs were actually charged to him except for maybe the last one that came in there and scored. But he does get out of the 9th inning, but the damage done. 3 runs for Honolulu there in that frame, and now Colorado has to try and battle back from down 3, from down 5-2 now here. That's tough as we go into the bottom of the 9th, and now Corey Knebel, who has been excellent in the closer role, 35 saves and 39 chances, a 3.32 ERA. He has been so great against the right-handed batters, a 135 average against. He has been really good this season. And so now a 1-2 pitch here with 1 out, ground ball right back to him, speared and thrown over to first for the out. Great job, Corey Knebel, and that is 2 down in the inning now, and it's down to Grant Beach in a last-ditch effort here for the Rattlers now. Full count and out, and strike away. And the 3-2 is there for strike 3 called on the inside corner, and Honolulu gets the win, and that's an important win there, as they just lost that series to the Sharks, so they needed to win this series to keep pace, and they did right there, and they won a critical game, 5-2, as 5-2, 3 runs in that 9th inning, proving to be the difference tonight as the Tides take this one. So now we keep going here in San Diego. 71-64, so they got a few more wins since the last time we checked in on them. Now they face the Alaska Red Wings, who are one of the top teams in the entire league. 84 wins this season right now for this Alaska team. This is a really, really great team right here. And so we're going to see what happens here. We're going to see if this Sharks team can compete with the best in the league here, and the best in baseball. This is a tough series for him. But Derek Rodriguez is pitching right now. Derek Rodriguez has been very good at a 2.9 ERA this season, and in 164 innings and a 1.29 whip, but he gives up a home run there to Miguel Andujar, and for Rodriguez, now the ERA over 3. So now we are 2-0 here in the top of the first. Seth Beer popping it up into the outfield, and making the catch there is the shortstop. So there you go. Middle of the first inning now, and it's a 2-0 lead for Alaska already here early on to this one. So they go to the bottom of the first, and there's Louise Castillo. This is, their team's best pitcher here right now. A 3.46 ERA. He did do better last year, but he's a good, solid pitcher. Is Castillo, a good, solid pitcher, one of the better pitchers in the National League here. As we are, continuing to quick manage this game, really mostly quick managing this one today. Didn't want to play a whole lot of this game, but you can see here as we were in the bottom of the 4th with 2 down, we go into the 5th, and Derek Rodriguez pitching well, but then gives up another run down to Seth Beer, who gets the double off of him. And now Julie Lubser getting a base hit, starting something against Castillo. Maybe they get 1 run, and a double play ends the inning. Man, that's unfortunate. It's now in the top of the 6th here. 2 men on after a couple of walks, and now they're going to bring in a new pitcher here. Rodriguez struggling right now, and that's another run that comes in, another run, a couple of singles, a 3rd single in a row. Man, another walk, and it's all falling apart here as 3 runs in that top of the 6th inning And now all of a sudden it's a 6-1 ball game. And they are fighting back though, as a single by Will Smith scores a run. So maybe they got some momentum going on. They might have some comeback in them. And oh my goodness, Everson Ferreira comes in and pinch hits and then hits a 3-run homer. Oh wow, and it's a 1-run game just like that. Oh, then Hunter Dozier, he gets another home run, and just like that, San Diego has the lead. How about a 6th spot in the 6th inning? Oh my goodness, what a crazy turn of events right there. In that 6th inning, they give up 3 runs and they look like they're dead in the water, and then they come back with 6 runs. Unbelievable stuff right there. 2 home runs in that inning, a 3-run homer and a 2-run homer. My goodness. So now we are in the top of the 8th, and we're going to bring in, we're going to keep Sammy Perez pitching here in this one. A base hit. Oh no, hit by a pitch, 2-run on. And now we're going to jump into it here in the top of the 8th inning with Miguel Andujar coming up to the plate here, who's got a home run and a single already, 3 ribbies tonight. And now in the top of the 8th, that's a pitch that is hit in the air to center field, and that should be caught. And it will. No tag by the runner. And now it's remained 6-7 here in the top of the 8th with 2 men on. So now we have Trey Mancini, who's having an incredible season right now this year. And he now, it's down to him here. 1 out in the inning as that pitch is hit in the air. And that's going to be down the line, and that's going to be fair. That's going to drop, and that's going to score 1 run. That is going to tie the game at 7 apiece. Great job, Trey Mancini. 26 doubles on the year for him. And now the bases are loaded here for G-Man Choi, who hits a fly ball into center field. That should score the run. Tagging. Coming home. The throw home is on target, but it's not in time. And Alaska takes the lead here, 8-7 in the 8th. And San Diego, despite getting that 6-run massive comeback, right now trail again here in this one. And so with 2 men on, it's Anderson Tejada who flips one into left field. That will be caught, and that'll win the inning. But here we go, man. You got to choose something here. You got to get something going. If you're San Diego, you can't afford to lose this game after you came back like they did here, down by 1 run, heading to the middle of the 8th. A big inning there by Alaska. So here we go. Another double switch. Calls about voice crack, and now we get Alex Reyes coming in the game here, 3.83 ERA. He's been a decent setup guy this year. Not anything super incredible, but he has been decent for Alaska so far. But you see what he does here in the bottom of the 8th with a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. So that is going to put a man on here in the bottom of the 8th with nobody out. And so you got a base runner here. Let's see what they can do with it. That's a swing and a miss and a strikeout by Alex Reyes. The first in the game for him, and that is a big out right there. Julian Webster, who swung way late at that point, at that ball. Now 2 down here in the 8th. And it's Bobby Ullman up, and he would swing at the first pitch and line it into center, but right at the center. Oh my goodness, and he can't make the catch. And now we're going to the end of the 8th. The game still at 8-7. Alright, here we go. Bottom of the 9th for Roberto Osuna, one of the best closers in the league. A 2.75 ERA, 37 saves, and 43 opportunities. He is excellent. He's one of the best closers in the league, and he has been for a while now. And that's a strikeout, though. Wow, nice job, Roberto Osuna, getting that K right there, as that's an inside pitch that he had no chance of getting to. As now you have Carter K. Booby with 1 away in the inning. And a 1-2 swing and a miss again. Roberto Osuna keeps it going, as that's a nice strikeout, and there he is. 2 down in the inning now. As now one out away from the end of this baseball game. Here is Tim Brady up. 2 down to the inning and 2 down to the game, and that's a ground ball. Second baseman has it. No! Oh, he couldn't pick it up, and the runner was safe. So that's actually going to be a base hit. That could have been an error, honestly, on the second baseman who had the ball, but then it popped out, but then he got it again. Just an interesting play now. 2 down in the inning, though, and that's a base hit. Okay, San Diego's trying to start something right here now. In the bottom of the 8th, could they be coming back? Here we go. Let's see what happens here with Jake Cave. As the pitch to him is a fly ball. Oh, into right field, and that is going to do it. And that's going to end the ball game there. And San Diego falls short here at the win and this one. Man, they have to come back hard in this game. They got 6 runs in that 6th inning. And they cannot capitalize and take home the W tonight. They fall to Alaska. Alaska with 85 wins down the season. And that's going to do it here for this episode, guys. Have a great holiday. Have a great Christmas. Happy New Year. And I will see you guys here in the next one more episode before the season is over.